Sense of the Past, Chapter 24, Related Warriors, Dragonstar Cloud versus Emperor Dragon Tiger, Spiritual Guardian Forces unleashing full potential. As the battle continues furiously, Roulette decides to leave and back to his headquarters to think what to do. He's not mad at the man he thought he was Shadow Warrior. He now knows there is something different than normal. On his way out, he opened his tablet and turned on his liquid metal battle wardrobe and takes off with a jet-lag combination. The two related warriors see that he left. Red Shadow Military says, "Should we go after him?" Shadow Angel Death says, "No, not yet." Red Shadow Military says, "Why not?" Shadow Angel Death says, "Because I know where he's going according to my tracker that he still has on." Red Shadow says, "So, we're observing those two?" Shadow Angel Death says, "These two are different from normal. I like the armor." Red Shadow Military says, "I know what you mean. I want that on my armor as well." Shadow Angel Death says, "That one trying to beat up the other one with the overgrown horns." Red Shadow Military says, "Yeah, but he didn't have that dragon force he got going right now that we're both witnessing." Shadow Angel Death says, "Don't worry, our master's watching and what's going on." What about Pride and the invasion from Israel? Shadow Angel Death says, "Forgot about them for a moment. Let's move and see what we feel like doing." As the two move elsewhere, Nightmare and Cedar happen to see them moving around in the rubble. As Nightmare and Cedar are moving away from the battleground themselves, wondering how to get out of there before someone they know asks questions, Nightmare extends her right arm to hold Cedar for a moment. Lady Deadly Cedar says, "What are you doing?" Oh, Eternal Nightmare says, "Look down there." Lady Deadly Cedar says, "Them, the related warriors." Eternal Nightmare says, "I want my retribution for the loss of my troops and made me look like an idiot among my profession." Lady Deadly Cedar says, "Why don't we follow them?" Eternal Nightmare says, "Yes, why not? Let's use the liquid metal to improve ourselves." Lady Deadly Cedar says, "How so? We don't even have our equipment." Eternal Nightmare says, "Trust me, you're going to like this." Nightmare pulls out her airless tablet and shows Cedar what she has been working on, a military battlesuit. "Well, what do you think?" Lady Deadly Cedar says, "This could work after we try it on. Let's go." Let me say it again, sorry. Lady Deadly Cedar says, "This could work after we try it on. Let's go after them." Here we go. Eternal Nightmare says, "I'm working on the configurations that Roulette gave me earlier. Give me about 20 minutes to see if this will work." They wait and follow the related warriors around, keeping their distance. Back to the battleground, Dragonstar and Emperor Dragon Tiger unleash their guarding forces using their armor as a combination. Their metal turns into a dragon-like creatures with their own powers. Dragonstar has his ability to pull stars from the universe and bring a meteor shower like none has ever seen. Emperor Dragon Tiger has his abilities to control lightning and fire at the same time, which can be devastating according how he brings it to cause harm. President of the United States watches the battle on his hollow intra messenger from the floating cameras at every angle. He thinks what the Empress told him. Beautiful as she was, how her battle armor showed her body's natural shape. He liked what he saw, but couldn't think about that at the moment. He thought how she told him in a strong yet seductive manner. He didn't tell anyone of the meeting she had with him before the Global Defense Director pulled him from his office to take him to the secret location. He's still thinking of what to do and remembers her message about an alliance and the shared technology from her fugitive. Sai and Pride contact the president to pick them up and needed to regroup. Also, the triple threat team from Israel get picked up as well and sit back and wait until they figure out themselves to help the president for a solution. The president agreed. It's time to develop strategies to handle the current situation. Lady Deadly Sai says, "Mr. President, Pride and I found out who brought the unaccounted soldiers to Russia." President of the United States says, "Who?" Panther's Pride said, "It was Nightmare." President of the United States says, "Great, she switched sides." Panther's Pride says, "What do you want us to do for right now?" President of the United States says, "Nothing yet. We'll deal with her later. We have more important issues to discuss." As they regroup at their location to discuss what to do next. Into the Past, Chapter 25, Related warriors. Empress Swan Rose's grand entrance among the President of the United States and affiliates. As the President of the United States is heading towards his location, Global Defense Director is with the pilot, unaware on what's about to happen. Everybody takes off the wardrobe from the party and changes into their professional suits. Relax a little while coming up with solutions. Sai is talking with the President, and Pride, as is with the others, getting over the fact on what has happened. President of the United States says, "I can't believe they came through our defenses without being detected." Lady Deathly Sai says, "How is that possible?" President of the United States says, "I don't know this much. I don't know this much. I can tell you, hold on, let me start this over. My goodness. President of the United States, I don't know this much. I can tell you, we're in big trouble if we don't figure this out quickly." Before the conversation gets started, Empress Swan Rose decides to make her appearance. Her voice echoes with firmness yet sensual. Empress Swan Rose says, "Leader of your homeworld star, have you decided on your choice?" Everybody gets up and brings out their weapons. Sai brings out her infamous weapon. This weapon looks similar to a sai, but in a sword with a combination of a quad automatic machine gun that revolves as that of a turret gun that can fire and slice at will. Pride brings out her infamous panther face shotgun with a combination of a machine gun rapid fire. Both weapons are made differently since they have been in the service for a while. It was part of a benefit that soldiers got the respect with matching the loyalty. First, everyone is waiting for about 2 seconds. Then mist-like clouds form what looks like a swan, then disappears towards the bottom. Expecting her arrival, she is already prepared. As she reveals herself, her red and golden colored armor reacts to the weapons drawn out against her. The swan-like creatures extend their wings to protect her. Then the armor retracts itself back to normal. Little did everyone know that they were frozen in place. She was able to hold time according to the ship's program to freeze any life form where they stand, if need be. The President slides the televised program screen to his right side of himself. She points in his direction. Empress Swan Rose, so what's your answer? The President of the United States says, "I see your eternity here is still destroying history as we speak." Empress Swan Rose says, "Foolishness, you're worried over establishments instead of what can be of value to each other." President of the United States says, "Go on." Empress Swan Rose says, "I'm guessing you heard my message from long ago that I left in my cruiser ship when I was looking for Dragonstar." President of the United States says, "How long ago has he been on the run from your world?" Empress Swan Rose says, 16 millennial years to be exact. President of the United States says, "I see. What do you want with my most wanted criminals?" Empress Swan Rose says, "Not me. My eternity wishes to test their abilities to the fullest, as well as his." Empress Swan Rose says, "Would you like to be invited to my world if you desire?" President of the United States says, "I am curious to see if we could coexist from what I was thinking a moment ago." Empress Swan Rose says, just to let you know, I own a homeworld star known as the Alliance. I am more of a keeper of many Alliance life forms that you have here similar to ours." President of the United States says, "Explain." Empress Swan Rose says, "I have made alliances with different governments throughout the universal time flow. In my side of the universe, many life forces have been under one homeworld star with 5 moon suns for the solar time flow and 5 moons for the lunar time flow, as they act for light on my homeworld star." President of the United States says, "What else could you provide to help one another if I were to agree?" Empress Swan Rose says, "I'm kind yet hard." President of the United States says, "I don't understand." Empress Swan Rose says, "You have to earn my trust and loyalty. I don't want a betrayal warfare. Understand?" President of the United States says, I'll see what I can do to earn such valued benefits." Empress Swan Rose says, "I will communicate back with you at a later time while I come up with an idea to help one another, but with a price." She unfreezes everybody and disappears into thin air. President of the United States says, "Wait! He yells and no answer. Everybody was wondering what happened. Panthers Price says, Mr. President, are you okay? President of the United States says, did any of you see what happened? Lady Deadly Side says, no. How about anyone else? Everybody replied the same. It felt like a split second when the reality sets back in minutes gone by. Lady Deadly Side says, what happened? President of the United States says, do you know how long it has been she was here? Panthers Price says, who? President of the United States says, the Empress herself, with the relation of this monster that's destroying everything. As he was watching the televised programming from his chair on his desk that has the ability to view holograph picture with a simple command. Last prayer says, is she taking him with her back to wherever they came from? Bullseye says, we should get a casualty count from this mess. Oh, let me say that again. I don't think I said that right. Bullseye says we should get a casualty count from this mess. Okay. Sugar Happy says, he's right, everyone. How many lives have been lost because of this? President of the United States says, good point. He thinks for a moment. President of the United States says, we are devising a plan that involves an alliance. Everybody at one time says, what? Panthers Price says, are you sure that's wise? President of the United States says, get me the Global Defense Director. I hope he had this conversation recorded between the Empress and I.